Here now, CBS 2's political reporter Marcia Kramer.
New York lawmakers couldn't find the time at the end of the legislative session to reach agreements on serious things like sports betting, revenge porn, and keeping guns out of schools. But why get down to business when there are pranks to be played like this one? Some Republicans thought it would be fun to tape Senator Simcha Felder to his chair. He's a Democrat who votes with the Republicans, and they apparently wanted him to still feel wanted in conference next year, 2019.
They should be ashamed of themselves.
Amy Cohen, whose young son Sammy died in a traffic accident, furious that while lawmakers had time for fun and games, they refused to renew speed camera authorization in New York City. She was just back from an Albany lobbying trip with an inside look at what it's like to try to talk to lawmakers. On the speed camera bill, Senator Felder was a particular target because to win him over could have meant the bill would have passed. She followed him down the hall trying to talk to him.
Hundreds and hundreds of your constituents who've written these letters. We hope you will take the time to read them.
Felder refused to take the letters. Amy had to throw them into the elevator after him.
I read some of those.
Amy's efforts futile. The bill was not reauthorized, leaving New York City to turn off cameras in 140 school zones next month.
Heartbroken, angry, frustrated, I join with Mayor de Blasio, with the city's police commissioner, with the school's chancellor, to call on the legislature to come back in session.
The city says that speed cameras have meant 17% fewer injuries, 55% fewer people killed.
These cameras have been life-saving.
So people could die?
People could die.
On a conference call, the governor said the Senate was the roadblock to speed cameras, that cameras need to be in place before school starts.
I think it would be an atrocity if the Senate doesn't make sure that the speed cameras are renewed by September.
Will you bring them back in a special session?
I will bring them back at any time on a moment's notice. I think the Senate is 100% wrong. I think it's an abrogation of their responsibility.
Well, a spokesman for the Senate Republicans said Mayor de Blasio is to blame for not renewing speed cameras, saying that not once did de Blasio call the Senate Majority Leader to have a conversation about his priorities. As for Senator Felder, he told me he'd be willing to come back for a special session to address speed cameras and other issues. Maurice and Christine.